The red carpet rolls out in Beijing. Chinese flags wave in perfect rhythm. Crowds chant welcome. And stepping off Air Force One is Donald Trump. But this isn't just another presidential visit, because behind the smiles and ceremony lies a meeting that could impact global trade, the future of AI, the Iran war, and even the possibility of conflict over Taiwan. And Trump didn't come alone. He arrived with some of the most powerful men in American tech, including Elon Musk and Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang. This is more than diplomacy. It's a battle over who controls the future. After nearly a decade away from Beijing, Donald Trump has returned to China for a high-stakes two-day summit with Chinese President Xi Jinping. His last visit was back in 2017, when China was still rising. But today's China is different, more powerful, more assertive, and eager to present itself as the stable global superpower, while the United States faces mounting pressure abroad, especially in the Middle East. As Air Force One touched down Wednesday evening, Trump was greeted personally by Chinese Vice President Han Zheng, a notable gesture from Beijing. Why does that matter? Because during Trump's previous visit, China sent a lower-ranking official. This time, Beijing is signaling respect and perhaps strategic opportunity. The arrival itself was carefully choreographed. A red carpet stretched across the tarmac, flag wavers lined the runway, and chants of welcome echoed as Trump descended the stairs. Also spotted in the delegation, Trump's son Eric Trump, Boeing CEO Kelly Ortberg, Tesla's Elon Musk, and Nvidia chief Jensen Huang. That lineup says a lot. This visit isn't only about politics. It's about technology, trade, and economic power. Before landing, Trump made his intentions crystal clear. He said his very first request to Xi Jinping would be for China to open up to American industry, specifically to let US tech giants expand deeper into the Chinese market. And that's significant because relations between Washington and Beijing have been tense for years. Trump reignited a trade war with China earlier in his second term, imposing tariffs and escalating economic pressure before both sides agreed to a temporary truce last October. But beneath the surface, the rivalry never really stopped, especially in tech. The United States wants to maintain dominance in artificial intelligence and semiconductor technology. China wants independence from American control. And standing beside Trump in Beijing is Jensen Huang, the CEO of Nvidia, the company at the center of the global AI chip race. That's not symbolism, that's strategy. But trade may not even be the most urgent issue on the table. The war in Iran is expected to dominate much of the conversation. China is one of Iran's closest economic partners and reportedly buys around 90% of Iran's oil exports. But with regional instability disrupting shipping routes through the Strait of Hormuz, global energy markets are under pressure. Trump is reportedly seeking a broader peace arrangement in the region, and while he insists he doesn't need China's help, Beijing may have more leverage over Tehran than any other world power. That gives Xi Jinping enormous geopolitical influence at a critical moment. Then there's Taiwan, one of the most dangerous flashpoints in the world. The Trump administration has sent mixed signals, approving major arms deals for Taiwan, while also downplaying how far the US would go militarily if China attacked. For Beijing, Taiwan remains a core national priority. For Washington, it's a test of credibility in Asia. And every meeting between Trump and Xi now unfolds under the shadow of that potential conflict. What makes the summit so important is the timing. Trump arrives in Beijing while facing growing scrutiny over America's military involvement in the Middle East. Meanwhile, China is positioning itself as calm, stable, and economically essential to the world order. Both leaders want leverage, both want influence, and both understand that the balance of global power is shifting. This isn't just a diplomatic visit. It's a negotiation over trade, technology, war, energy, and the future of global leadership itself. Over the next 2 days, every handshake, every statement, and every photo op between Trump and Xi Jinping will be analyzed across the world. Because when the leaders of the two largest superpowers sit down together, the consequences rarely stay inside the room. And this time, the stakes may be higher than ever. What do you think? Is this visit a step toward cooperation or the beginning of an even bigger geopolitical showdown? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe for more deep dives into global politics, power, and world events.